Is your life going the way you want it to? Are you gainfully employed in a mutually loving relationship with a stable living situation? No, if you were, you wouldn't be bathed in the lonely blue light of your 240Hz monitor, watching Hearts of Iron YouTube videos made by the worst people imaginable. Germans. But on the off chance that your life is going swimmingly, allow this Hearts of Iron 4 guide to ameliorate that situation. Hearts of Iron 4 is a grand strategy war game developed by the benevolent, charitable caliphs of Sweden that ostensibly simulates the geopolitical and military landscape of either the Second World War, but slightly different, or My Little Pony. It is also one of the most reliable evidence-based mechanisms available to the modern, peak-performing male individual for systematically dismantling a somewhat functional life. Here are the 4 primary ways you can incur maximum loss of purpose, potential, and hair follicles in your life with HOI4. Number 1. Adopt an extreme ideology from the game and apply it to your personal life. Hearts of Iron 4 has reproduced from history a number of ideological systems so thoroughly detailed, yet so internally incoherent, vaguely presented as viable governing frameworks for real-world geopolitics that you can't help but become politically motivated. After all, the real world is very complex, while being a technocratic Albanian third positionist sounds very soothing. Consider adopting your entire worldview from one of the major power countries in the game, such as Brazil, or one of the many well-constructed mods of HOI4, such as the very moderate and realism-grounded TNO.
Today's subject: slavery.
Begin immediately viewing your present surroundings through the lens of the Burgundian system. This ideology, characterized by a level of Spartan asceticism and surveillance that is entirely pathological, must be applied to your household and your workplace. Evaluate your current friend group based on national viability. If a friend does not contribute to your output quotas of social productivity, they are dead weight. Socially purge them immediately and without explanation. The only way for you to become stronger is through hardship, and the best way to endure hardship is to be a HOI4 mod enjoyer. Assess whether you can purchase a castle in the quiet countryside and then inquire how many Bangladeshi kids you are allowed to adopt. If the Burgundian system feels too grounded, pivot towards Hyperborea and other fringe mythological ideologies. This involves adopting a belief system so obscure, so nonsensical, that you become completely unintelligible to the average person. Good. The average person is an NPC interested in GDP and standards of living and access to clean water. These are terms hedonistic tendencies invented by them, the most deceitful, to destroy the Aryan superculture that originated in the glorious, superior Russian far north. This is what you, of course, intend to rebuild from your apartment in Gary, Indiana. Spend your time researching ancient psychological Aryan Slavic connections instead of researching employment platforms. Jobs were, after all, created by you-know-who to turn you into wage slave cattle. For now, your parents' bank account will suffice as state funds. If you have any friends, soon you won't. If you have a job, you won't either. Most professional environments do not respond well to someone who explains their project management philosophy using a framework designed for a fictional post-Nazi rump state in the Ural region. But enough about being a pre-K teacher. Number 2. Become obsessively, exclusively interested in the military history of one specific nation. Develop a comprehensive, encyclopedic knowledge of your favorite minor nation in HOI4. For example, the elite Romanian Guard Division, the operational capacity of the Slovak Field Army, or the vehicles of the Italian Armored Corps. it is crucial that you become unable to stop yourself from sharing this information at any and every moment, especially when no one has asked for it and no one benefits from receiving it. Argue on Discord for hours about the true intentions of Admiral Horthy's naval policy. Argue for hours with your parents about how Mannerheim would not have taken that job at Target. Alternatively, become a wereaboo. Become a person who knows everything about the thickness of a Panther Ausführung G tank's frontal armor, but is completely unable to cook an egg. Develop a reflexive need to explain how Germany actually could have won the war if only someone like you were in charge, instead of Alfie constantly meddling with his hyper-competent generals. Ignore Germany's fuel and manpower shortages and argue for streamlining production lines and mass-producing airplanes. You would demand that Mussolini stop being a remedial smooth brain in Greece, despite Mussolini being a jealous megalomaniac. You would ally with the Slavs against the communists, despite the entire foundation of the Third Reich's ideology being 180 degrees contrary to this idea. You would create the ultimate Wunderwaffen to ensure victory. All empirical evidence backed by your thousands of hours spent in HOI4 only playing as Germany on recruit difficulty, with Iron Man turned off. If this fails in daily conversation, regurgitate the line, "History is written by the winners," and finally open the console and type Annex all. Number 3. Abandon the human circadian rhythm. Unlike games with defined endpoints, HOI4 operates on basically an infinite time axis. There is always more game. Your brain craves stimulus. HOI4 overstimulates your brain with all the buttons, all the numbers going up, and the funny color on the map getting bigger and bigger and bigger. As such, remember to always start a completely fresh HOI4 game approximately 2 hours before your bedtime to maximize sleep schedule degradation. Stare at the map hunched forward to intensify your gamer neck. Hygiene is as negotiable as learning how to use the Navy is. Would you rather spend 10 minutes in the shower or 10 minutes building railways? Finally, number 4. Femboys. By following this guide, you will successfully transition from a functioning member of society into a shell of a human being. What else is new? Remember, do not reassess. Reassessment is ideological impurity. Now that that's done, check out my video on how HOI4 can teach you real certified history, or one of my innumerable cromulent videos right here. Like, subscribe, comment down below. New video next Friday. Stay frosty.